Jessie was a popular Disney show that featured Debby Ryan playing a nanny. This kid's show might sound super innocent, but it so wasn't. Stay tuned to see why Debby got into a fight with a preteen. Before we jump into it, make sure to subscribe to The Trendy and give this video a big thumbs up. Now here's 10 Jessie dark secrets Disney tried to hide. Cultural stereotypes. Would you believe us if we told you that Jessie perpetuated casual racism? While this Disney show did do a good job at casting diverse actors, they failed to give those actors characters that weren't just stereotypes. For example, Karan Barar plays the role of Ravi, a young Indian adoptee. Karan has a normal North American accent in real life, but was asked by Disney to do an Indian accent on the show. Ravi even once referred to himself as a human samosa. Did Disney really think that that was a good idea? They also made the character of Zuri a walking, talking stereotype of Black culture. She would always say things like, and oh, no you didn't. The kids who watch Jessie are impressionable, and Disney should be ashamed by their lack of tact. Inconsiderate jokes. When you watch a show on the Disney Channel, you definitely expect for it to make you laugh. But did Jessie sometimes joke about things that shouldn't be joked about? In one episode, Emma asked Jessie what was better for stuffing a bra. Instead of telling her that she doesn't have to stuff her bra to be beautiful, Jessie told her that using quilted toilet paper is best. Disney could have used this moment as an opportunity to teach kids that they should love their bodies just the way they are, but they instead decided to make a cheap joke out of it. In the same episode, Jessie was given a basket of presents that included a can of pepper spray. She then said, "Is this in case I get assaulted?" How could a kid's show possibly joke about something as serious as assault? We just don't get it. Parents hate it. The public finding out about this next dark secret is something that probably keeps Disney execs up at night. Whenever kids watch a show on TV, their parents usually have to watch it too. Thankfully, there are many educational and thoughtful shows out there that are great for parents and children alike, but Jessie isn't one of them. In fact, most parents actually hate this particular Disney show. On commonsensemedia.org, Jessie only has a 3-star rating. Parents rated it as having little educational value, few positive messages, and a lack of positive role models. There are even many comments that say that the show is inappropriate for kids because it's full of innuendos. We never thought that we'd ever hear that a show on the Disney Channel was inappropriate for children. Innuendos. Speaking of innuendos, how could the writers of Jessie possibly think that they could get away with slipping adult jokes into the script? In one episode, Jessie joked, "At least buy me dinner first," after a tentacle wrapped itself around her waist. Another inappropriate innuendo happened while Emma and Luke were arguing over him stealing the moon from her solar system display. When she asked him to give it back, he told her, "I'll show you the moon," and proceeded to unbuckle his pants. Most of the kids who watch Jessie are way too young to understand any of these adult jokes, but that doesn't make us any less creeped out by them. Gluten-free controversy. Did you ever watch the Jessie episode that made fun of gluten-free diets? If that doesn't ring any bells, it's probably because Disney had to pull it off the air due to the outrage it caused. The episode in question centered around Stuart, a young boy who was pretty much shamed by Jessie for having a 5-page list of dietary restrictions. He was also told by Zuri that she'd make him eat gluten-free knuckles if he ever called her sweetie again. But the icing on top of this controversial cake was when Zuri decided to throw a pancake at him. Stuart yelled out, "Gluten!" and started to wipe his face in panic. Did Disney think that making fun of severe allergies and medical conditions would be funny? Because it's so not. A DUI. Let's take a small detour away from Jessie's dark secrets so that we can focus on some secrets about this show's leading lady. Debby Ryan first became a Disney darling after she played Bailey on The Sweet Life on Deck. Unfortunately, she seemed to lose all of her Disney innocence just a year after Jessie ended. Back in April 2016, Debby was caught driving under the influence after she slammed into another car while trying to make a left turn. While she didn't end up having to serve any time in jail, she'll be on probation until 2019. And we're sure she wishes this embarrassing blemish on her track record would just disappear. Speaking of, Debby must be used to being in the public eye by now, since she's been a famous figure since 2008. She knows that she's a role model to many, and even once used her celebrity to shed some light on an important issue. In 2015, Debby admitted to People that she was the victim of an abusive relationship. She said that her abuser was an old friend that she also used to work with. He would call her up to 40 times when they weren't together, and would get mad at her when she didn't answer his calls right away. She didn't fully realize that she was being abused until he threatened to hurt himself if she stopped spending time with him. We're sure that it was hard for Debby to go public with this dark secret, but her story will help hundreds of others who are going through the same thing. Cole Sprouse. Back when Debbie was on Sweet Life on Deck, her character was lucky enough to date Cole Sprouse's character. But did Debbie and Cole ever have a fling in real life? Before she was famous, Debbie admitting to fangirling over Cole and his twin brother Dylan. She even tweeted, "Cole and I have a friendship like none other," back in 2011. Was she trying to insinuate that they were actually more than just friends? Since Debbie and Cole are both so secretive, it's hard to know for sure. But whatever may have happened between them is surely in the past now that Cole was spotted vacationing in Hawaii with Lily Reinhart. Maybe we're just projecting, but we'd love it if we one day found out that Debbie and Cole did secretly date. The end. Do you ever wonder what truly caused Jessie to get canceled? When a fan asked Debby Ryan that question on Twitter, she replied, "We did 4 seasons, the most any Disney show did, hit 100 episodes, and it ran its course." But this Jessie actress, director, and producer lied about it being the longest-running Disney show. That special honor actually goes to Wizards of Waverly Place. Could Debbie also be lying about the reason behind the show's end? There is a rumor going around that all of the actors on the show were just ready to move on, especially Cameron Boyce. Cameron didn't even want Luke to become a main character on the spin-off show, Bunked. He decided to focus on other acting opportunities instead, like Disney XD's Gamer's Guide to Pretty Much Everything. We heard that there was also some drama on set of Jessie, which also might have had something to do with it. Debbie versus Skai. Speaking of drama, can you believe that Debbie and Skai were secretly fighting while filming Jessie? When these two first started working together, they were the best of friends, but rumors started to surface in 2015 that Skai had been telling people that she was being bullied by Debbie on set. While there's no actual proof of this, Skai did unfollow Debbie on Twitter. Debbie even addressed the issue on her Tumblr and said, "I mean, if I was 12, I probably would be insecure about the lead of the show I'm supporting on." She went on to say that she tried her best to make the Jessie set a fun place for her younger co-stars, but bitterness is something that just can't be fixed. She never mentioned Skai's name in the post, but it's obvious she's talking about her. Do you think that Disney had to sit these two down and sort out their differences? And that's all for 10 Jessie dark secrets Disney tried to hide. Let us know if you're Team Debbie or Team Skai in the comments below. Thanks for watching.